Welcome back, students. I am Bhavna. Let's continue learning more about spreadsheets. Let's fire up our LibreOffice Calc sheet and open a spreadsheet. We will start with manipulation of cells and sheets. LibreOffice Calc is extremely powerful for entering, storing, displaying, and manipulating different kinds of data efficiently. There are three main types of data, that is text, number, date or time, that can be entered and stored in cells. Let's enter some text in a cell. Number 1. Select the cell in which you want to enter the text. Number 2. Start typing the text. Number 3. Press the enter key. See, it's that simple. Text can also be modified in a cell. You can set the alignment, font, size and color etc. from formatting toolbar. So to enter number in a cell, follow the steps. Number 1, select the cell where you want to enter a number. Number 2, type the number. Then press the enter key. You can also set the number format in a cell. Steps to set the format of number cell are as follows. First, select the cell which you want to format. Second, click Format tab or then Number Format. A context menu will appear. Then select the desired format from the list. By default, the cell format is general. Let's enter date and time in a cell. So steps to enter the date or time in a cell are as follows. Number 1. Select the cell where you want to type date or time. Then type the date or time. When you type a date or time, Calc converts your date to a serial number. So the serial number represents the number of days from the beginning of the century until the date you type. You can also modify the date or time format. For that, follow the steps. Select the cell which you want to format. Then click Date or Time Format respectively from the Number Format list. Then, after a cell has been formatted in Date or Time format, date or time will be in general form, that is date/month/year and hour:minute:second format. Is it in simple? Let's now edit some cells. We can edit worksheet data by performing several operations. You may want to select multiple cells or range in a worksheet in order to enter data in those cells or to format all of the selected cells at one time. You can select cells in multiple methods. To select a single entire column, click a column heading, that is the letter or letters that indicate the column. To select multiple columns, drag across the multiple column headings. To select a single entire row, click the row number. To select multiple rows, drag across multiple row numbers. To select sequential cells, click the first cell. Hold down the Shift key and click the last cell you want. Optionally, click and drag the mouse over a group of cells to select a sequential area. To select a non-sequential cell, click the first cell, hold down the Control key and click each additional cell or row or column you want to select. To select the entire worksheet, click the small box located to the left of column A and above row 1. You can also select all cells in a worksheet by pressing Ctrl+A. Now that we have the required cells selected, how do we copy or move these cells? Cut, copy, paste commands work same as they do in Writer that we have studied earlier. But we will look at these options in terms of cells. For copying a range in Calc, we can use simple copy and paste option from standard toolbar. For copying a cell range, do the following steps. Number 1. Select the range of the cell that you want to copy at other place in Calc using any of the below given methods. Number 2. Then click on the copy button from the standard toolbar. Alternatively, you can click on right mouse button and select copy option from there, or you can simply press Ctrl+C through your keyboard. Now you need to select the cell where you want to copy the selected range data. And then click on paste button from the standard toolbar. Alternatively, you can also click on the right mouse button and select paste option from there, or you can simply press Ctrl+V through your keyboard. And then the desired data will be copied. For moving a range to the desired location, do the following steps. Number 1. Select the range of cells that you want to move to other location. Number 2. Move the mouse pointer at the boundary of the selected cell range. Mouse pointer will convert to different shape as you can see. Then click there and move the range to the desired target location. We can also paste special in Calc. This option is used when you want to paste particular items as only numbers or formulae, only text, etc. Paste special is helpful when you paste one type of data out of different type of data. So steps to follow the special paste are as follows. Click on Edit tab and then click Paste Special. A context menu will appear. Then select the option as per your need. In Calc, you can also change the height and width of the cell as per your needs. On a worksheet, you can specify a column width of 0 to 255. This value represents the number of characters. The default column width is 8.43 characters. You can specify a row height of 0 to 409. This value represents the height measurements in points and the default row height is 15 points. To set a column to a specific width, number 1, select the column or columns that you want to change. Number 2, on the Format tab, click Columns option. Now a context menu will appear, then click Width and Column Width dialog box will appear. In the width field, type the value that you want and then click OK button. To set a row to a specific height, first select the row or rows that you want to change. And on the Format tab, click Rows option. Row Height dialog box will appear for you. In the Height field, type the value that you want and then click OK button. Moving forward, as we already know that a Calc worksheet is always in grid format, that is in tabular format. Still, it allows you to do the insertion and deletion of cells, rows and columns as and when required. So for inserting one or more cells in your worksheet, do the following steps. Select as many number of cells as you want to insert in your worksheet and then click on Sheet tab. Then click Insert Cells. Insert Cells dialog box will appear. Now choose the option as per your need and click OK button. For deleting one or more cells in your worksheet, do the following steps. Number 1. Select as many number of cells as you want to delete from your worksheet. Then click on Sheet tab and then Delete Cells. Delete Cells dialog box will appear. Now choose the option as per your need and just click OK button. You can also insert or delete entire rows or columns in Calc. For inserting one or more rows or columns in your worksheet, do the following steps. First, select as many number of row or column as you want to insert in your worksheet. Then right-click on the mouse. A context menu will appear. Select Insert Rows above or Insert Rows below for inserting the rows. Then select Insert Columns before or Insert Columns after for inserting the columns. For deleting one or more rows or columns in your worksheet, do the following steps. Select as many number of rows or columns as you want to delete from your worksheet. Now right-click on the mouse, a context menu will appear. Select Delete Rows or Columns option. So LibreOffice Calc supports an excellent and time-saving feature called autofill. Using this feature, you do not need to fill the manually pattern specific data series in multiple cells in a sequence. So there are two methods of using the feature. The first method is by using fill handle. For filling a series using fill handle, you can do the following steps. Click the cell from where the text series is to be started. Type the first entry of the text series in the selected cell and next entry in the adjacent cell. Then select both the cells. Click fill handle and drag it over to the number of cells to be filled. You can also use the fill button of editing group. This option copies or repeats the information from one cell to another. For filling a series using fill button, do the following steps. Type the information or cell contents or formula in the first cell of the group. Starting with the cell containing the contents to be copied, select the group of cells to be filled. Then from the menu bar, select the Sheet tab. Now click Fill Cells. Select the appropriate option. Click OK button and then the fill will be applied. Now think of a situation wherein you have thousands and thousands of numbers in a column and you need to sort them in ascending or descending order. LibreOffice Calc provides you with the option of sorting and filtering also. So to use basic sorting, that is the ascending or descending sort, which depends on one column, follow the given steps. Select those cells which you want to sort and then click on Sort Ascending A to Z button or Sort Descending Z to A button from Standard Toolbar. To use ascending or descending sort, which depends on more than one columns, follow the given steps. Select those cells which you want to sort. Click on Sort option from Standard Toolbar. Sort dialog box will appear. Then select first column from Sort key 1 as ascending or descending. Second from Sort key 2 as ascending or descending, and so on. Now click OK button. See, it's that simple. Now if you wish to display some specific data based on some specific conditions, you can use filtering. To filter the data, follow the given steps. Select those columns or columns that you want to filter. Select Auto Filter from Standard Toolbar. Then arrow sign will display the right side of first cell in selected columns. Click on arrow and select those words which you want to filter. Click on Not Empty to clear. If you have long rows or columns of data that extend beyond the viewable area of sheet, it becomes really difficult to scroll again and again to the first row and column to view the titles. You can freeze some rows or columns which allow you to see the frozen columns or rows as you scroll through the rest of the data. First, select the row below or column to the right of the last column that you want to be in the frozen region. All rows above or all columns to left of the selection are frozen. Then choose View and Freeze Cells. Freeze first column or freeze first row. To unfreeze the frozen cell, choose View, Freeze Cells. Freeze first column or freeze first row again. We now are well versed with how to manipulate the cells and the data in the worksheets. We will continue in the next video and learn about using formulas, function, and make beautiful charts in Calc. Till then, goodbye.